The moon hung low and thick in the night sky, casting an eerie glow over the dense woods that bordered Lily's small town. She had always been fascinated by the stories, the whispered legends of something lurking out there, something that moved like a shadow but felt alive, something called the Rake. Most dismissed it as nothing more than a myth, a scare to keep kids from wandering too far into the forest, but Lily couldn't shake the feeling that there was truth hidden beneath the stories. It all began a week ago. Lily had been out with her friends, camping near the edge of the woods. They joked about the creature and dared each other to go closer to the tree line. Lily, ever curious and a little reckless, had wandered off alone after dark, ignoring her friends' warnings. As she stepped deeper into the shadows, she felt a strange sensation, like someone, or something, was watching her. That night, she'd had unsettling dreams. A pale, hairless figure with glowing eyes lurking just beyond her vision, never quite revealing itself. When she woke, her skin prickled with unease, but she shrugged it off as just a nightmare. Still, the feeling of being watched persisted. The next day, she told her best friend, Max, about the dreams. His face grew serious. "You know how rumors go," he said. "Sometimes the stories are just stories, but sometimes they're warnings." Lily felt a shiver run down her spine. She decided she wouldn't go back into the woods, at least not alone. But something about the experience gnawed at her, almost like a calling. Then, last night, the nightmares returned, more vivid this time. She saw a creature on all fours, crawling silently through the underbrush, its skin a sickly pallor that almost shimmered in the moonlight. Its eyes, bright, icy, and unblinking, stared directly into her. It moved without sound, and its presence chilled her to her core. In her dream, she reached out a trembling hand, and it lunged at her with claws that seemed to tear the air apart. She woke with a gasp, her sheets soaked in cold sweat. Today, she decided to investigate the stories. Perhaps if she understood what was out there, she could find peace, or at least learn to stay safe. She grabbed her flashlight and pocketknife, brushed her hair from her face, and slipped into the woods just as twilight darkened the sky. The woods seemed alive with whispers. The rustling leaves sounded like hushed voices, warning her to turn back. But Lily pressed on. She kept her eyes peeled, her senses heightened. Every crack of a branch, every sudden movement made her heart race. Suddenly, she froze. Ahead, crouched behind a cluster of bushes, she saw something, large, hairless, and pale. Its skin shimmered in the faint glow of her flashlight, almost translucent. The creature's limbs were unnaturally long, like a spider stretching to reach her. Its eyes, glowing green, locked onto her. Lily's breath caught. Her hands trembled, but she didn't move. Instead, she whispered, "What are you?" Her voice quivered, but it was like the creature understood. It tilted its head, crawling slowly out into the open, and she saw its face. It was a mask of horror. No mouth, just a smooth, featureless face with those unblinking eyes. The creature glared at her, and she felt an icy dread seep into her bones. Its limbs moved with jerky, unnatural motion, and it was so silent that it seemed like a shadow come alive. She stumbled back, heart pounding in her chest. Panicked, she turned to run, but then she saw it. The eyes were moving, tracking her, not just fixed in place. It was hunting her. The creature launched forward, crawling on all fours faster than she thought possible. Lily screamed and dropped her flashlight, the beam flickering wildly before dying out in the darkness. Behind her, she could hear its raspy, breathless breathing, like someone trying to suppress a ragged cough. She ran blindly, crashing through the underbrush, branches scraping her skin. Her mind raced. Where to go? To her car? The town? Anything but stay. Then she saw it. A faint glow ahead, moonlight reflecting off the windows of her house, a safe haven she desperately needed. She sprinted towards it, adrenaline blinding her senses. Her hands fumbled with the door handle, finally pulling it open and slamming the door shut behind her. Breathing heavily, she pressed her back against the door, heart hammering in her chest. Outside, she could still hear the creature's skittering footsteps, stopping just at the edge of her yard, waiting. The next morning, Lily's parents found her trembling and disheveled, insisting she'd seen a monster. But no matter how much they searched the woods that day, they found no signs of anything, no footprints, no tracks, just an unshakable feeling that something malevolent had been there, watching, waiting. Desperate for answers, Lily went to the local library that night, hunting through old newspaper archives. What she uncovered chilled her even further. Decades ago, similar reports had circulated, people claiming to see a strange, hairless figure in the woods, something that moved fast, silently, with glowing eyes. The stories had been dismissed as hallucinations or madness, but more recent accounts persisted. One story caught her eye. It was about a creature called the Rake, a creature born from nightmares, a shadow that preys on fear and loneliness. It was said to be an ancient entity, neither fully alive nor dead, that lurked just beyond perception. At night, it became real, an embodiment of terror that could crawl under your skin and stare into your soul. Lily remained shaken, haunted by the memory of those terrible eyes. She knew she could never go back into those woods, not ever. That creature, whatever it was, had left an imprint on her. Now, every time she closed her eyes, she saw it, pale, hairless, with glowing eyes, lurking just beyond her perception. And she knew, deep down, that some legends weren't just stories, they were warnings. And some horrors, once seen, never truly leave.